You ever hear jazz on an 8 string? Good morning, everybody. I'm kind of just waking up. Coffee and guitar. I'm learning how to play this damn thing. Someone requested Sleep Token yesterday, so I think we'll play some more of their music. They kind of teach me how to play an 8 string. You would think that, if you're a guitar player, you pick up an 8 string, you're like, man, it's just 2 extra strings. Dude, those 2 extra strings make it a whole different instrument. All right, I got to get a good distortion rig. So I'm going to play the Summoning again by Sleep Token. I don't even know if I'm saying the name right. All I know is these guys are blowing up right now. Someone came on last night, requested it. I thought it was pretty cool. It's very melodic. It's like melodic Tool, but not as crazy with the time changes. Dude, one thing that's crazy real quick about the tone, if anybody plays an 8 string, let me know, because this is all new to me, and I'm learning this song. Someone requested it yesterday, and I sight read it yesterday, and today I want to break it down. But what I think is happening, listen to their guitar tone real quick. And I know this is me being hyper aware because I make videos about dialing in tones. but I think they're compressing the fuck out of an 8-string, and I think that's the trick to getting a good metal 8-string. Because mine is kind of like, if you listen to my tone versus what's recorded, and I don't play a lot of 8-strings, so this is just me trying to figure this out. Their low end is so tight, whereas mine sounds like. Listen to theirs. Now, they're doing some production tricks, too, but I need to hear this live. If anyone plays 8-string and you know how to dial in an 8-string tone, please share it. This is what I'm rocking through right now. I need to set up like a dedicated rig. I'm just lazy. I'm just waking up. Maybe in a second. Isn't 8-string crazy? You get so many different sounds out there. You got that low. What's up, brother? And then you still have like normal guitar, but I can always go back to. But really, where I think 8-string sounds the coolest is on a clean amp. But it feels like I'm relearning how to play the damn instrument. Because, do you see this fretboard? That's a 2x4. Anyways, let me grab my telly. Let me properly warm up. What I love about playing an 8-string and coming back to like a 6-string is I'm like, wow, this is a baby's instrument. Hope y'all are having a great morning. I'm just kind of chilling. This is my morning habit that I'm starting is coffee and guitar. I don't know what that means, but good morning to you. Was that Korean? I'm not the best at and a little bit of American Sign Language. Un poquito español. Dude, this Telecaster just sounds so dang good. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. I'm just waking up. I know it's only a broken record, but I don't know when you guys are jumping in and jumping out. Oh shit, I'm Mr. Worldwide. Good morning from the States. It is my birthday. I'm 30 years old today, which is crazy. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm starting my 30s. My 20s, I did a lot of different things. I'm just an E-flat standard. My 20s, I did a lot of different things. When I was 18, I was in the military. I did 5 years in the United States Marine Corps, did 2 deployments overseas. I was in Libya, which is fucking crazy. I did the evacuation. I actually did the evacuation of the U.S. Embassy, and I helped with the UK Embassy evacuation. UK, the Canadian, and a couple of others. Then after I got out of the Marine Corps, I was, 23. Went to college at Clemson University, studied computer science, worked as a machine learning engineer for the Clemson football team, Amazon Web Services, and then I worked at Accenture. Then I worked in the tech industry, or the game industry for a little bit. FNAF, if anybody knows that. It's a crazy studio. And then after that, I lost my job right when the 12 Marines were killed in Afghanistan for my unit. Kind of hit like rock bottom, didn't know what I was going to do in life, really struggled. I was like, 26, 27 at the time. Decided I just want to go all in with music, and I guess I've been pursuing it since I was probably like 28. I decided to go back to college, so I'm back in college now. I'm a student at Full Sail University. I'm in my last year, if you will. I think I'm due to graduate probably this summer with a degree in music production. And it's crazy. It's crazy trying to do this thing and have this dream, but a lot of you guys here on YouTube are really making it possible. So thank you guys so much. It's been a wild rodeo, but I'm just grateful I'm entering my 30s, doing what I love, and really figuring out how to run a business, how to start a business, how to run a business, and build a life that I want to live. So it's crazy to say I turned 30 today, but I'm exactly where I need to be, and I'm grateful for that. And I hope you guys feel the same about your lives. So yeah, good morning. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm just an E flat though. I don't know if I answered your question. So chord progression I'm starting to write with. I really need help finishing a solo album. My problem is I'll write songs, but it's hard for me to finish them right now. I'm in that phase of sifting through a lot of shit to try to get through some songs. also play guitar? What kind of guitar do you play? What style do you enjoy playing? I play a little bit of everything. I need to film a video today. I just don't know what to film one on. I think I might do a guitar lesson showing diatonic, like talking about shell voicings. You play a bass and a Strat? Nice. I love playing bass. I have a Stingray bass that I'll rip on. And then I'm about to build a Strat similar to how I built this. I've got a neck. My buddy's gonna sell me his old American body, and then I'll just have to save up for the Fishman Fluence pickups because the Fishman Fluence pickups are the best pickups I've played, and I've played a lot of pickups, man. And I just think they're expensive, but they're worth it because I mean they just are. You get so many. It's basically like getting two sets of pickups in one. So if you think of it like that, Seymour Duncan, which is the company I usually go with, a set of Seymour Duncans is about $200 to $250 depending on what you get. So imagine if you get two sets of it, that's like what, $500, $400 to $500. That's about where Fluence sits in. I think I got these for like $330. I got them for $350. And I install them myself, so I don't pay that. You like to play metal on a Strat? Hell yeah, single coils, man. On a Strat in metal is the way to go. Metal is what built up my chops. And it's like the older that I get, the more mellow I'm becoming. Like I really enjoy chill music, man. Let me see something. We'll pull up some Stevie Ray Vaughan. Let me see what I got by him. The song that made me want to pick up guitar, good question, brother, is Highway Star by Deep Purple. I'll rip it every now and then. That was the first album. So I'll give you the story of it. I'm a skater boy. I grew up skating. My childhood were three things. I played baseball for a little bit, and I dropped baseball for skateboarding, guitar, and RuneScape. So if you know those three things, you know me. Because guess what? As an adult, the three things that I love the most are guitar, skateboarding, and probably producing music. I don't play RuneScape that much these days. I'm on my break period because you never quit, right? You just take long breaks, and I'm in a long break right now. But yeah, so I grew up in Louisiana. When I was 11, I was staying with my grandparents, and my grandfather on my mom's side is like a bona fide rock star. He's in a band called Souls on Monday. He's played really cool shows, and he had his own studio, and I was skateboarding underneath the studio because it had shade, and this is Louisiana. It's always hot as hell there. And what he did, though, is he taught me, this is before we could stream and had iPods and everything in our pocket. So he showed me how to work his CD player and his stereo system, and he had like this big tower of CDs that spun, and he had everything. So I was looking for a Papa Roach CD because I was a big Papa Roach fan. and I think it was I can't remember which album it is. It's the black one. But anyways, so I'm looking for Papa Roach, and I see an album called Deep Purple, and I was like, Deep Purple, man, that's a cool name. So I was like, all right, I'll listen to it. And I just remember the first time I heard Richie Blackmore go. I just sat there and I listened to like the whole album from front to back, and it was the first album I actually listened to because of the guitar. And because my grandfather was a rock star, I picked up his old Gibson Les Paul off of, he had like the wall hangers. I'll never forget it. I don't know how old it is, but it's pretty dang old. So I pick it up off the wall, and he had a Marshall half stack. So I'm figuring out how to turn it on, and it took me a minute because you don't, when you're a kid, you don't know what a standby switch is and letting tubes warm up. So anyways, I turn on his Marshall amp and plug in the Les Paul, and the first thing and I remember it was so loud it rattled the windows. I was like, holy shit, I'm going to be in so much trouble, but this is awesome. And then I sat there and I figured out Smoke on the Water. But it's really... Then he came home that night and I was like, Rain, don't get mad. I gotta show you what I did though. And it was cool. After he saw that, he gave me my first guitar lesson. That was when I was 11. First thing he did was he taught me how to tune the guitar. Boy, that was stressful. That was stressful. What was your first? If y'all are pickers, what was the first song that you played? There's your chord progression. That's how I would probably write something with it. The chords that I'm using though, G sus2 or G add 9 to that's a C9 to D major, D dominant, D7 to your E minor 7. So oh, actually I'm doing a D sus2 there too. you could make it fancy like that. Yeah, that's how I would use that chord progression. Otherwise, you're gonna sound like every other 1-4-5, 6. All right, let me catch up on these comments. Where's My Mind by the Pixies? That was the first song you learned on guitar. Where is my mind? And you learn the White Stripes. Dude, remember the White Stripes are so huge growing up. Boom, 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 boom. I'll never forget the kid with his like. You know what I'm talking about? With the oven, and his dad played trombone, I think. All right, I'm looking at songs that are a half step down. Doing a blend of taking requests and also. Oh shit! No way. Okay, I just found what I'm playing. The only thing that sucks about these live streams is it's either like I can do all like just jam band stuff, like me with a loop pedal, but I can't monetize from it. Not that everything's about monetization, but it's just kind of crazy that you do like one cover and it kills the whole live stream from it. So if I'm in cover mode, then I might as well play what I want. All right, let me see something. I'm gonna play some Rise Against. I'm gonna sight read this music. I don't have this prepared. I give it all. Oh, you see them all? Hush. Hush. Oh, Austin. Boston's my puppy. He's right here. He is about 70 pounds. Don't tell him that, though. He thinks he weighs 7. Boston, come here. Come on. This is Boston. You saying hello, Boston? Say hello. Look, right here. Okay. What, you want to play guitar? Okay. I love you. What about that? What about it? Big puppy. That's all he is. All right, get down. God, now my face is all wet. Boston, it smells like Up Dog in here. What's up, dog? Dude, I'm an idiot with my dogs. They love it, though. I talk so much shit to them. And sometimes my oldest, Charlie, he's 12. He'll talk shit back. I'm like, boy, you ain't supposed to say that. But maybe I'm just losing my mind. Yeah. And then he's so mesmerized by me playing guitar. It's so funny. He's so cute. He'll sit here and he'll just, wow. And then he'll let me know, like, all right, Dad, pick me. Because what he loves is I'll take my pick and I'll get his forehead. And he just falls asleep. They're all, I've rescued all of my dogs. But Boston, we've done like the DNA testing on them. Boston is German Shepherd and Pit mix. Charlie is Chocolate Lab, Pit, and Samoyed, which is like the big white fluffy dog, Alaskan dog. And then Annie, my hound dog, she's not even, she's Plot Hound, Golden Retriever, and Lab. And 100% good girl. That's awesome. Where are you from, Dave? Kills me not to know. Oh, why can't I think of the name of this band? Virginia? Did you know Virginia's for lovers? I got married in Virginia. All right. I was kind of an emo kid growing up. Today's my 30th birthday. So just to let my mom know it's not a phase, we're going to play some of my favorite emo music.
You've got this new head filled up with smoke. I got my veins all tangled close to the jukebox bars you frequent, the safest place to hide. A long night spent with your most obvious weakness. You start shaking at the fly. You are everything I want, 'cause you are everything I'm not. Gonna make damn sure
Hope y'all are having a great morning. This is all the music I grew up skateboarding to.
you won't ever get too far from me. You won't ever get too far from me. You'll make damn sure that you can't ever leave. You won't ever get too far from me. You won't ever get too far from me. You won't ever get too far from me. You won't ever get too far. I just wanna bring you down so badly. I can follow everything you say. I just wanna bring you down so badly.
Yeah, that's what you're hearing right now. This is all the Tollmaster Pro. Brother, you're like the probably like the fourth person to come on and ask me that. Let me be real honest with you. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't make all these damn videos, bro. It takes so much time between like filming a video, editing a video, and making a thumbnail and thinking through all the metadata. I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. And I really love it. I enjoy it. That's what you're hearing that right now. This is the Archetype Plenty preset that I put together. It sounds a lot better with this telly. Yeah, this is the Tollmaster Pro. This is Archetype Plenty that I put together last week? Yeah, I think the people who hate on it, I don't know, man. It works out in my favor because no one else is making content except maybe Doug. No one is making content showing people how to use this thing. It's always like, here's a Tollmaster Pro compared to the Helix, and I'm just tired of the comparison because here's the thing, they're all tools, you know. Like I have the AxeFX 3, I have the Tollmaster Pro, and I have a shit ton of plugins that I've used for recording prior. And you know, I was talking with Jason about this, Jason Stillwell. The thing that I love about the Tollmaster Pro is that it feels like my iPhone. Is my iPhone the highest spec phone out there? No, I'm sure there's some Samsung guys who will let me know their Galaxy is way superior to my iPhone. But the thing is that like what my phone does, I don't need my phone to be a computer. I just need my phone to be a good phone with a good camera and gets out of my way and enables me, right? And that's what the Tollmaster Pro is. Is it the best thing since sliced bread? Probably not. But you know what? I feel naked if I'm playing a show without this thing. There's just something about it. Like, if you're an iPhone user, you're going to love this thing. If you're someone who likes, you know, if you're someone who enjoys pain, and I don't know, some people really enjoy taking like 10 hours to build a rig. I don't, you know. Doing these YouTube videos have really pushed me because I do a lot of research before I do the video. It's not like I'm just like, all right, well, let's go. So I'll do research on like different rigs to use. And then I experiment. And if it wasn't for the YouTube videos, then I'd probably just stay on a deluxe reverb with all my pedals, because that's how I gig in real life before I got into the modeling world. So, but I would say this, like, if you get a Tollmaster Pro, you're not going to miss out. I think if it's the opposite, man. It like enables you. Because the AxeFX 3, look, I have an AxeFX 3. The AxeFX 3 is the king of the modelers. Let's just be real. But there's some drawbacks to the AxeFX 3 that is pretty much the reason why I'm not using it in a live setting. One, size. I am not big enough yet where I can justify bringing out rack mounting gear. You know how big of a gear queer you'd look, you know, playing at a little shitty dive bar with an AxeFX 3? That's ridiculous. Come on now. The other thing is that, like, dude, it takes so long to build a preset. And maybe it's because the Axe FX3 was my first modeler, and I haven't. Once I got the Toolmaster Pro, I turned this on for one video just to make a preset, just to see what it was like, and it just feels so archaic. Like it's not as intuitive as the Toolmaster Pro. I just like the Toolmaster Pro because it's one, the size. Another thing is the Bluetooth capability. So I went to I'm a songwriter. I write my own instrumental music, and I really need to put more music out. But anyways, I went to an open mic, and I had a bounce on my phone on the voice memo that didn't have the lead because I haven't recorded the lead part because I'm not married to it yet. But anyways, I live streamed my entire. It was just me up there at the open mic, and I had 3 backing tracks all saved on my iPhone. And over Bluetooth, I was able to pump my backing tracks to my Toolmaster Pro and play on top of them. And we routed everything through the front of house. So I mean, it's just like from a usable tool. And you'll see, I'm interviewing Jason next week. It's kind of in the talks, but I think it's going to happen. Jason Stillwell is like the head of Fender amps for guitar and bass amps, and that him and I were exchanging messages earlier this week, and he said that's exactly what they were shooting for with this. Is that he's always been a big digital guy since the '90s, but he needed something that sounded good and was like intuitive to use. And I mean, honest to God, that's what this is. But that's not to say that it's not capable of doing whatever you need it to do. I mean, you see my videos. I can do a lot with it, and I'm just scratching the surface. And this is a brand new unit, They're still developing it, still working on it. So if it's this good at launch, I mean, dude, even if it was just this, I feel like you've got so much in here that if you're actually a working musician, this is all you need, really. I don't know what more, yeah, sure, it'd be nice to have every amp, the Axe FX3 has over 300 amps on it. But at the same time, I'm going to be real with you guys, I probably use 2 amps. It just is what it is, So I get that people want it to be like the Helix, and I'm sure it will be. You got to keep in mind, Fender is a huge company with a huge pool of resources. You just can't compare Fender to Line 6. Like, Fender's just so much bigger. And bigger ain't always greater, but I really enjoy it, man. And it's like everything that's on here, it's good. I would say my favorite amps on here that really shine, you're hearing me play through the Roland JC120, I think is what it is. That's my favorite clean amp so far. Like, if you want something that's just like perfectly clean, that's it. Nicholas, what's up, brother? I also use the Princeton a lot. I enjoy the Princeton. And then the last amp that I use a ton is the Vox amp, the Vox AC30. Now, I will say the high gain amps, they're all right. I don't know what to tell you. You're not going to have the same amount of options and flexibility that you do from like a Fractal unit, not yet at least. But the Van Halen Stealth amp is really good. Yeah. What's up, Nicholas? How's your day going, brother? I was asked about if I actually use the Toolmaster Pro. And let me tell you something. Fender doesn't pay me for these videos. I wish they did, but I just got monetized, so you guys are paying for the videos. You're exhausted? Well, I'm 30 years old today. That's crazy. Hang on, I didn't mean to do that. I gotta pull up my live stream on my computer because this is like, it's too small on my phone to read. And I guess I'm getting old. Shit. All right, let me see. Nice to know, good points. I've been using the Boss ME80, but it needs a tube plug-in through a mixing board to sound like a smooth tube amp. Yeah, what's up? What's up, brother? Good to see you in here. Yeah, I enjoy it, man. I mean, it's all I play on. I'm not affiliated with Fender. I mean, I wish to be. It would be really cool if I was. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, it's so easy. I'll put it that way. And again, just to reiterate, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it has more flexibility than the Axe FX3, but it's just so easy to use. And for me, that's enough for it to be my number one thing, But you got to keep in mind, this is still like, you just have so much flexibility. I mean, any any modeler is going to do it for you in these days, you know? I don't know what that means, mountain trek. I've been playing a lot of like emo this morning. Acoustic stuffs? Like what? Whoa. Whoa. There might be two vocals going on, so let me know if my vocals are overwhelming. Huh. Yeah, that means you probably just have more time with your fractal stuff. I mean, the Axe FX 3 sounds good. I couldn't develop a workflow with the Axe FX 3, but I did with the Tone Master Pro. And that's why I'm mostly on it. Oh, okay. I got you. Let me see. Where's my classical set list? Bear with me, I haven't played this in a minute. Hush! Oh, it made me lose where I am. Damn it. Yeah, this is the Tim Henson nylon. The only downside is that when I play this guitar, everybody asks me if I can play Polyphia shit. And I'm like, maybe I just liked it because it looked like a nylon Telecaster, and I'm a Tele fan. I need to get my classical chops back up. I haven't played this solid music in a while. You can hear it. They choose, we play. Dude, that's kind of fun. Oh yeah, more. Yeah, if you've had it for 3 years, um, I did it. I did Nicholas. I used to do something like that with a country artist named Ethan Wooten. Him and I would go to. Man, dude, it was so crazy because I'm not a country guy at the time, at least. And we were playing at this one bar in this town. There's a town called Beaverton here in South Carolina where I live. So we go there, and these guys are asking for like Brooks and Dunn song, and I was just like, bro, I've never even really listened to this guy at all. Okay, so we did it on the fly, and man, that's some of the best. That's the best training for a musician. a fun polyrhythm to mess around with. If you haven't messed with polyrhythms, means like what my thumb is doing is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. My hand's going ba, so it's a 3 against 4, or is it? No, it's 2 against 3. So my thumb's going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. My hands are going 1, 1, I used to do this clapping on my legs. You can see my right hand's doing 3, my left hand's doing 2. So I'll split that up. My thumb will do 3, my fingers will do 2. Man, I really need to film a YouTube video today. I'm just not sure what to, any suggestions for videos? Anything you guys are interested in? I need to get off here soon and make a video, maybe make some more content for my Patreon. And then I gotta start doing homework today. Homework's killing me, bro. No, I don't want to make content like that. Because I don't agree that you should be comparing the two. I'd much rather, because it's, what else would I be showcasing? You know, I hated all these other content creators. That's all they're doing is Tollmaster Pro against blank. I'd much rather show you what it can do than compare it to something else. That's just my mindset. I know that kind of sounds like I'm clapping out, but I don't know. Because they're really two different animals. That's like comparing like a tomato to a cucumber. Tomato is a fruit. Can't compare it to a vegetable. But a real question is, if a tomato is a fruit, does that mean ketchup is smoothie? I love how you're just commitment. Yep, that's what it means. That's funny, man. All right, let me see something real quick. I think I might do a guitar video, because I teach a lot on Patreon, so it could be like double edged teaching, and then also be like, if you want to learn more, check out my Patreon. But one area we're going over right now on the webinars is shell voicing. So first week we did like music theory, talking about how do you actually make, you know, like what does it mean to play in key, and then what diatonic means. And then last week we talked about shell voicings. And then where we're going with it is studying chord progressions and then how to like solo over it. That's actually not a bad idea, showing how to use it. Yeah, I just, I would say that I just haven't figured out where the Axe Effect sits in my workflow. You know what I mean? So, because the Axe Effects is like, I mean, I have the FC12 and I have the expression pedal. It's just the workflow on the Axe Effects 3 is so radically different than what I'm used to. Whereas, like, I use the Tollmaster Pro exactly how I use my analog gear. And I just haven't figured out how to do that with the Axe Effects yet. Because it's so, like, it's pretty wild, like, programming the FC12 board. Like, nothing is intuitive. You have to learn. It's like Pro Tools. Like, if you enjoy Pro Tools, boy, you're going to fucking love Axe Effects. If you love Logic Pro, boy, you're going to love the Tollmaster Pro. That would probably be my best comparison. I can't stand Pro Tools. Anytime I got to work in Pro Tools, it is like a drag. hold on. The original is different. Man, the police use a lot of sus chords. To me, it's just a learning curve. Once you get over it, you can learn large differences between the devices. Yeah, you're probably right. It's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've got both, so it's not like like I just got to figure out how to use the fractal in my own workflow. Because you're probably right. The Axe 3 is probably a better device. It's just, it's the user, like, I'm kind of biased as a software engineer. I enjoy things that are designed with the user in mind, and it's just not. You got to learn the fractal way of doing things. And that's not to say it's a bad unit. It's just two different design philosophies. Again, Pro Tools versus Logic Pro. Dude, your name cracks me up. What was your name again? Was it Chris? I think it was Chris, but I could be wrong. This time I won't forget it. Second time around. Now I'm embarrassed. I don't remember. Yeah, I remember yours, Mike. The poop is in the pudding is the one I'm talking about. Yeah, Chris. Chris and Mike. Got it. Got it. Now I won't forget. I think that's Darius Rucker. Um, Interesting. What before you got into the modeling stuff, what was your tube amp, or what was your gear, your analog gear? I think that this is a big part of it. Where are you coming? Like before you got into digital modeling, what was your rig? For me, my rig was a deluxe reverb with a pedal board, and I professionally I've done everything from I played with 2 country artists, and then I played in a '70s prog rock band, and then I played in 3 different theater shows. So I did Rock of Ages, Little Shop of Horror, and then the last one I just did was The Addams Family. So for me, I've always gigged a 65 Deluxe reissue, and I had a pedal board that allowed me to cover that wide range of music. Okay, because that's kind of me as a musician. Is like I kind of wish I could be like these guys. Where it's like I'm metal only, or I'm funk only, or I'm whatever only. For me, I'm a Swiss Army knife only. What about it? You trying to fight? So I need something that's flexible. But what I enjoy out of an amp is like really clean. I need like a really clean platform to build from. And if I'm using a deluxe reverb and I enjoy the Fender amp the best out of all the amps I've played, then it would make sense that I gravitate towards their modeler, right? All right, what'd you say? Mm. Nice. Well, wait for some updates, and maybe your perception will change. Yeah, I'm like clean or distorted only. Making all these videos has been pushing me though. Making all these videos has made me want to learn more about different amps, how they work, and really like just teach me about all these different amps. Because you know the difference is like when I was playing full time, I was fucking broke all the time. So I didn't have the money to like I had to commit. I had to commit, right? Because you can't just buy all these amps. I don't know. As a working musician, I was just broke. So I decided to go the clean route. That's what I enjoyed. So you know, it just all depends. All depends on you. But I know Fender has addressed that they didn't. I saw if you're on the Facebook, there's like 3 Tollmaster Pro groups that are pretty good to be a part of, and one of the engineers came out talking about wanting to revamp the Marshall amp because for you, I would imagine you're probably disappointed with the JCM. Like if you're a Marshall guy, then you probably didn't enjoy the way that the Marshall sounded with the current release firmware update. But hold on a sec. I need to get off here soon. I need to film. I think I'm just gonna make a guitar instructional video this week because I've already done the Tollmaster Pro. I think I want to do. Let me get some feedback on this because you guys are y'all watch my videos and y'all are the ones who support me. So what I want to do is kind of get. Man, I can't think and do 2 things at the same time. Let me find this damn preset and then I'll tell you what my idea is. Oh, I forgot what preset it is. Okay, we'll do this one. Hang on, let me find a good preset. All right, so what I'm thinking about doing for the channel is doing a couple of different series because I don't want to just do Tollmaster Pro content and be known just for that. That's like a one-trick pony, right? So I've got an idea for doing like kind of like a series. So I want to keep doing the music production stuff, but I need to keep writing, and that's my issue right now. Is I've kind of been in like a creative slump for songwriting because I feel like I'm getting so much better on guitar. Yeah, Chris, all that is over on my Patreon, so it's already there. So I was thinking about doing for um today's video. I was thinking about talking about shell voicing. And talking about how they're useful, and then open that up for, you know, 4 triads. Yeah, I need to keep working on music. It's school. School is what I gotta do some commercial stuff today because it's due Sunday and my birthday is today. So I'm going out of town this weekend. I gotta meet a bunch of friends, rented out a cabin, and I hope we record some music this weekend because there will be like 4 guitarists under one roof, 5 guitarists, and the vocalist for my current band, one of the bands I'm in. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing a little bit more. So I'll do a series of like guitar teaching to try to push. Like, I'm really trying to push Patreon because I'm doing this full time. I'm in college right now, and I'm a Marine Corps veteran, so that's how I make most of my income. And full disclosure is being a college student. But I'm trying to do this full time. I'm just trying to do it right. I wish I would have came over to YouTube sooner because the support that I've gotten on YouTube has been unlike any other platform I've been on. But yeah, that's the other thing we thought about doing is, but the problem that, well, anyways, I shouldn't go into drama on live stream. So I've got a group of people together for a project, but what I'm thinking about doing too is a trio, and basing it off of like Andy Timmons, for my own personal stuff. So because I'm already building out a following, and I've learned how to use social media to build a fan base, and I've been on so many different platforms now. Like right now, YouTube is my main focus, but for the last year and a half, my focus was TikTok. And on TikTok, I grew from 0 to I think I'm like 10,400 and some change. But the problem is that you can't make a lot of money on TikTok. But TikTok gets a lot of eyeballs. But here on YouTube, the cool thing is that like you guys really watch my videos and really understand what I'm talking about and what I'm putting down. And there's been like, to give you references, and I know Mike, you're a musician as well. I would go all in on YouTube. I'm writing a book about this right now. It's called How to Leverage a Following, because I feel like a lot of musicians think that music is going to pay the bills. And while that can be the case, it's just so hard. It is so hard, right? And I think first of all, like musicians, we really need to think about what our definition is of making it. And I'm going to kind of go on a tangent right now that's not really music related, but hopefully you'll find the value in this. So to give numbers, when I was playing in a country band, country is hot right now. Country pays the best. So if you can, like, I'm a rock and roll guy and metalhead, but I got into country because I love the challenge, right? Um, the problem with country is that you need to have 3 hours of material, and I would probably make $200 a show. That's kind of average where I live. Now I've got buddies who live in Alabama, or have heard of buddies who live in Alabama who are like, yeah, you're making $200. I'm not even making that. So when you look at it from that standpoint, it's really hard to make money just on music, right? Can you do it? Yeah, I got a buddy who lives in Charleston. He gigs every day, and while he's probably not making a ton of money, he's paying his bills and doing what he loves. But you need to say, like, for me, my definition of making it as a musician, like when I have truly made it is when I'm breaking about 70,000 a year doing music, And but for me, what I've been doing is I've been reverse engineering it. I'm having a hard time getting anything up and running and sustainable here where I live in Columbia, South Carolina. So if there's someone who is watching my videos and enjoys what I'm doing, and if you want a dedicated guitarist, reach out, please. I've just been taking what I can get, but the biggest thing I've been doing is making a name for myself online. And just in full disclosure, because I believe in transparency, because there's no gatekeeping here. If you want to know what I think about something, ask me, I'll tell you. But the difference is I come over to YouTube. I have only been on YouTube since about mid-November is when I said, okay, I'm going to start making videos. From mid-November to today, I'm at like 1,100 subs. Now the crazy thing is January is the first month where I actually started making money. So with less than 1,000 followers, not monetized on YouTube, I'm cleared about $450. Which, if you're looking at it doing that full time, you made $450. That's not a lot of money, right? Sure, but here's the thing: I'm growing at a crazy rate. If I'm making this much at this little bit of following, imagine where the guys at the top are doing. Like Rob Scallion is paying his bills and his kids' college, future kids' college, with his following. So, and it's not that, like, I don't see a lot of my friends locally who are way better guitar players than I am. They don't see online as a real thing. A lot of musicians don't think you can make money online. And I want to change that perception, because the thing is that, like, the reach. You guys are all over the country, and you know about Damion Andy, which is crazy because I'm just this dude in my house in South Carolina who just loves guitar and is like, I will figure out a career in this because I love it and it's what I want to do. And I know so many other musicians that think that way, but they think that content creation is a fake game. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know. I've been nothing but me, and you guys seem to really gravitate towards it. And the thing is that, like, what I try to tell people, if you're a musician, like you're already an entertainer, okay? So think about from an entertainer's perspective, how can you also bring value? If you can learn how to take value and entertain it and make valuetainment, I believe you can make a sustainable career in music where saying you're a musician isn't a joke. Like, I don't know, I've gotten so much backlash in my own family for quitting software engineering to pursue music. And it's just like, I'm just past the point of like, I don't care anymore because I love this shit. And you guys are really coming out and supporting me. Like, for numbers, when I was on TikTok, it was so hard to get anybody off the platform. I think I only got 7 people to join my Patreon. Now I come over to YouTube and start putting myself out there and being real, and now I'm up to 30 members on Patreon. And it's not that, I don't know how to explain it. It's just crazy. I really believe that if you're honest, you do good, and you have good intention, I feel like you can build a good following. You know, people call it a fan base. I call it a family that supports you and supports your vision, because I feel like passion is so rare that when people see you true passion and just being a good person, I would like to believe that gets supported and rewarded. And so far, it's showing me that, because I'm young in this. You know, I think what a lot of people got to understand with the online thing. Oh hell yeah, Guitar Bros! I love it. I see it. Sorry, I gotta have my comments up here because they're too small to read on my phone. I gotta see if there's a way to change that, because the default text, how far away I've got the camera, I can't read it. Personality goes a long way. If you don't like me, it don't work. Yeah. But I think also the thing is if you're interested in this stuff, Mike, I'm literally writing a book about this, because there's ways that you can use the algorithm to find your people. And I think that's what people need to realize, is that the goal should not be Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is successful because he's Mr. Beast. And it just so happens that his audience, like, he's throwing a big net, okay? But he's been in the game forever. He can do that now. So, you know, if you're a young channel, or if you're a small channel like mine, the thing you got to learn is that you can use the algorithm. The technology is here to support you. It's not here to tear you down. But you got to learn how to use it to your advantage. And maybe this is where my background as a software engineer kind of kicks in and gives me an edge, because I'm like, oh yeah, I see the game that's being played here. So like, whenever you're, Mike, since you already have experience with the YouTube studio, what I would recommend you do when you upload your videos is think about what type of guitar player enjoys your content. And then make hashtags. Like, in all of my videos, one thing I've been doing that helped boost my visibility a lot is I put probably like 5 hashtags or 10 hashtags in the bottom description of the video. And then if you go into the studio portion at the very bottom where it does like the advanced stuff, there's the tags. I put in a full amount of tags, and all of my tags are super specific to what the video is talking about. Because I feel like if I can get the video in front of the right person, and I can fine tune it to who I think would enjoy my content, it's promoting itself. And the biggest thing I've learned is, like, the more consistently I do that, and the more consistent I release, at least, like, my goal is always at least 2 videos a week. And I'm starting to, you know, do a lot more live streams on here, and also doing some shorts. Because a lot of the content you make, man, if you can, like, I think like a content creator now. I'm always like, how can I make this a video? Can I make this a video? And I think the next evolution for me. Oh yeah. Here, I'll drop a link. Oh, I'll plug. Yeah, that's the link. And there's 2 tiers. I'll talk about this and then I'll finish up that thought. There's 2 tiers. Oh yeah, this is Boston. There's 2 tiers on there. There's a $5 tier, which is all written material, and then there's a $40 tier, VIP tier. That tier is for webinars. Sorry, my phone's getting blown up for my birthday right now. Yeah, well, the crazy thing is that shorts for me are getting a lot more subscribers. So the way that I view shorts is that's my big net, right? Because they're trying to compete with TikTok. And I think YouTube's a better platform than TikTok. I really do. TikTok, from a content creator, it's easy for me to get followers, but those followers don't mean shit. You know what I mean? Like, the difference is on TikTok, I will have, so I've got 10,000, almost 10,500 followers on TikTok. But I probably only have like 10 to 15 people that actually give a fuck about me. And most of the time, I don't know if I can cuss on YouTube, but anyways, it's just my personality. the people who are there, like I might only have one or two people on there that actually know me on live streams. Um, but on YouTube, the difference is that like you guys are watching my content. You've already spent so much time with me that by the time I come on and do like a live stream, like it's an engaging conversation. You know what I mean? It's different. It's completely different. And what I enjoy is that. So I've been doing the TikTok thing for what I say, a year and a half, probably going on 2 years now. And I don't make any money from the videos. And I've had some videos blow up and do like 100,000 plus views. Zero money from it. Okay. And while I understand content creation isn't always about the money, but the thing is, if you're trying to do it full time, you have to think like that. Otherwise, you're just doing it for attention, and that's doing nothing but feeding your ego. So, but on YouTube, the crazy thing is like the video I put out about this guitar has already made me like $2, which some people will laugh and be like, $2 for a video? That's crazy. But for me, I see it the opposite way. I'm like, dude, they paid me $2 to make this video, and I'm this young as a channel. Like, imagine where I'm going to be at 10,000 followers, because now that's my next goal. Like, I hit 1,000, and I think in like 10x. All right, so my first goal is to get 1,000 subs to get monetized. Now my goal is to get 10,000, while building a sustainable career with music. Because right now I think with my Patreon, and I'm full open with you guys, so feel free to ask questions. Because a lot of you guys, I'll share this knowledge, and then you'll share your knowledge, and then guess what happens? We grow together. And if you want to go far, you go together. I will die by that African proverb. But I think right now on Patreon, I'm up to like $155 a month. So if just thinking in terms of numbers, I can scale that up. Oh, dang, bro. I appreciate you, man. No, I think, let me give you some numbers for perspective to hopefully motivate you, Mike. Don't lose hope if you're not getting the growth that you want. You just need to reevaluate what's working on your channel and replicate that. Like, for example, I know that my Tollmaster Pro videos are going to do well. But I also know that if I make videos that I want, they're not going to do that well, but I don't care. I'm going, like, it's all about repetition. Repetition is the best way to learn these things. So every video, I try something different with my video editor. And I use CapCut desktop editor for all of my editing. And then I just use my iPhone and my screen capture. That's how I make the Tollmaster Pro videos. So every video I try something different. So right now, what I'm focusing on is filters and learning how to use filters to bring out different, like, the wood grain in my guitar. So if you look at like the short that I just made, I combined 2 different filters and I did some transition stuff. I think the next thing I got to do is make it where the music and the video effects go hand in hand. But it doesn't matter. I'm thinking this way. Every time it's like, I just got to get 1% better. Because I don't see this as a short-term game. Like I'm running a marathon right now. I'm not running a sprint, And it's just the numbers that I'm seeing are they're inspiring. Yeah. Well, Mike, audio is more important than video, is what I'm learning. So don't be don't be too hard on yourself. All right, but with that, I need to film some videos. I think I'm gonna make a guitar tutorial today. I'm gonna jump off here and just film it, and then I gotta go work out, and I gotta do homework, and my wife and I are going out to a nice restaurant for my birthday. Turned 30 today, bro. That's crazy. That's just so crazy. Yeah, the problem with doing different angles is I don't have another camera. I'm bootstrapping right now, man. So if you could like and subscribe to my Patreon, that would be great, bro. Because then I can afford to really invest in different gear. I'll show you. I did just get this. I took all the money out for my Patreon, and I'm investing it in what I do because I want this to be a career. But I bought this thing. Check this out. I turn it on. Well, it doesn't have my phone in it now, but I'm learning how to use this thing. This thing is cool. You put your phone on it, and you can do like some really, really cool effects with it. So if you watch my shorts, I think I also used it in where else did I use it at? I don't know, a bunch of recent videos, like the Tollmaster Pro, the top 5 accessories. That was the day I got this thing. But I'll slowly invest in gear over time. Used it once. Yeah, I'm learning how to use it. And my wife enjoys it too. She likes to do it and follow the dogs in the backyard. So, But yeah, I'll continue to invest in gear. Um, like I don't know, man. I use my iPhone for everything. I would like to get like a folding iPhone whenever those come out, and then use both of those in tandem. But until then, I just can't justify dropping another $1,000 on a camera or a phone. You know what I mean? There's so much more places I could put that money, like building a Strat, which is the next video that I'm really excited about. Is I'm going to build a dream Strat. Let me put this guitar down, and I'll show you the neck. So I'm going to be rebuilding a Strat around this neck. This is a Player Plus neck. So it's got like the rolled edges, and it's a killer guitar neck. It's so resonant. I just think the Made in Mexico stuff, if you get into the Player Plus series, dude, it's really, really good. So my buddy, he has an old American body with hardware that he's going to sell me for $200. This body is actually like a plywood body. It came off the first guitar I ever bought, which was a Samick Strat. And while I won't get rid of the body, I want to do a proper build because I can't get the intonation right on here. So that leads me to think that there's a discrepancy in the way that this body was built and the neck pocket for this guitar neck. So I'm going to get that American neck probably this weekend. And I've got electronics. Like I could put these electronics in it. But the next thing I'm going to do is buy the Fishman Fluence series for the Stratocaster. Because, dude, the Fishman pickups, they're expensive, but, man, they're so worth it. Because it's like you just get so many more tones. You just get a good bang for your buck. Like, if you look at the price tag, you're like, wow, those are really expensive. I hear you. But you really get 2 pickups in one. So I'm going to do the same thing with the battery pack. I think it's like $400, 400 schmackles. And I'll make a video showing how I do it, why I decided to do it. This neck is just too good to not be used. So, and the older that I get, the more I'm becoming a fan of single coil pickups. But, hey, bro, my morning coffee's kicking in, so I got to get going, actually. This is an emergency now. I'll catch up with you. Thanks for joining my Patreon, bro, and I'll see you in the next video.